Okay. Alright, hello and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft here. As you can see, things look a little bit funny, and that is because we are using the Sphax texture pack, and I think it looks pretty darn cool. We're going to jump on to Golden Hopper, as we are one to do and one to have been doing as of lately. And okay, let's see, we are down here in the old mine shaft. I really love the texture pack here. It just makes things look really cool in my opinion. We are alone here on the server, although we did have one of our server mate friend peoples come on yesterday, smelting up some gold there. Let's go ahead and just grab all the gold, why not? Fill up the furnaces as well. Anything here, anything there? No, okay. That's done, great. Just go ahead and throw that into the ender chest. So yesterday, if I can click things properly, I got a new mouse, so I'm still getting used to the new mousage, and I'm not sure why I've got the weird little Windows thinking button there. That was kind of strange. Something else must have been happening at the same time. Oh, hello. Let's do this properly now. Okay, there we go. So I went ahead and opened up a little bit of a store. Ooh, and it looks like it's gonna be nighttime, so things could be a little bit on the dangerous side here, but that's okay. Opened up a store, and basically it's just filled with things that I think other people may find useful, things that I personally don't necessarily have a use for, because either I've got something quote-unquote better, or something that suits my needs a little bit better. And it is nighttime. Alright, let's head on over this way. I really like the texture pack, the Sphax texture pack. It's just different enough to give the game that really sort of different feel, but not quite different enough that you aren't able to identify blocks and things like that. Which, there's a lot of texture packs out there that change things just a little bit too much, to the point where you can't necessarily recognize everything. And it just sort of makes it difficult when you're playing the game, unless you want to use that texture pack a lot. And I don't. I just want to be able to get a new texture pack going, be able to still identify everything, but still have a little bit of a different look to things. So I think the cobble looks a lot better. Oh, we almost fell. But that is okay, because we've got Feather Falling 4. That's right. And the armor on the Sphax texture pack looks pretty darn cool as well, I think. We could even go F5 mode. There's the back there, and there's the front there with my giant tooth. So I think the cobble texture looks a lot better for a building block. Glowstone looks pretty cool, and it's a, what do you want to call it, like a moving texture, if you will, so you can see there's sort of shining and shimmeringness going on there. The snow looks good. The dark wood looks pretty good too. I like the smooth slabs. They're closer to their bricked cousins as well. So that's what's going on there. Not sure if I had mentioned this or not, but we got our enchanting table inside now. We are playing 1.7.2, as I mentioned last time, due to the lag and whatnot, but nothing else new there. So we took half a heart, no big deal at all. Before, I would jump down from basically these things here and almost be dead, and there you can see I only took 1.5 heart damage. So things are looking pretty good. Went ahead and did another layer up there, and I think that looks really, really cool in this texture pack. It just makes it sort of pop out, and the sort of style that I'm going with here makes it just look that much better. So that's something I'll probably again do off camera, because I don't think it's necessarily something that's interesting to watch. I guess I shouldn't say that, because I think it would be an interesting watch, but I think it would be tedious because of just how large scale that it is, and unless I had some really good stories to tell, I think it would end up not being the greatest of videos. But let's go ahead and head through the Nether Portal here. We're going to go check out that shop that we got going on. So we've got still just our potions in our sort of mailbox chest, and oh, here's really another cool thing. If you take a look at the nether brick, it also moves in this texture pack, which is, I think, pretty darn cool as well. And I keep, every time I walk through here, I pick that block up and I just immediately throw it back down. But the problem, it's never loaded. And so, oh, and I put down some some signage. Put a sign here. Put a couple signs over at the other community home there. And I think the portal looks cool too. This sort of portal texture, I think that looks pretty darn cool as well. Take a look at that. See? I think that looks pretty cool. But here is the shop. So, stores on the honor system, so I'm trusting people here on the old server to do the right thing and pay what they think is appropriate. So payment chest is going to be here. You can pay with whatever you think is fair for whatever it is, with iron, diamond, or gold. No sales yet. We've got our free chest just of random things that when people first spawn in, they may want, you know, some wood or crafting table or a chest and things like that. And you can we got a free smelter here as well, so that's just full of coal. I thought, you know, if you're gonna have a nice shop open here, why not have some giveaways and have some usefulness to the shop as well. This is just random stuff again. Pay what you think. I think this actually will go. Oh, moss stone is actually kind of cool. I think that chest will just go and put back in here because we already have a couple of chests in there. But here's our random stuff. So we got some mossy stone, some iron tools, a bow that's got power 2 on it. It's not bad. And then the sort of higher end stuff, we've got some potions, we've got iron leggings, a couple iron swords, and we've got an Unbreaking 3 pick with virtually no durability taken off of it. Especially if it's an Unbreaking 3, that thing will last forever. Another Unbreaking 3 that has been not used at all. A Sharpness 3 sword, that's pretty good. A little bit of damage has been, the durability's down a little bit on it, but not too terrible. I mean, 1250 out of 1560 is not bad. Bane of Awful Turds, number 4. It's great for spiders, and that's about it. And then Unbreaking and Bane of Arthropods. Again, I didn't have any use for these because I've got this sword, Sharpness 3 Fire Aspect 2 sword, so it's like a 2-hit kill sword. This would end up being quite a bit more because of because it's just Bane of Awful Turds. We've got some bunch of diamond boots because I was trying to get feather falling, and so we've got protection 2, Unbreaking 3, blast protection 4. That's a really good one against creepers, and a projectile protection 4. That's really good against skeletons. And so basically, people can just come in and take what they want and pay whatever they think is a fair price and whatever they can afford. So I'm trusting people of the server to do that. But I haven't been back to spawn other than do that in quite a while. It doesn't look like much has really happened. We've still got our first mined emerald and our not first mined diamond. We've got our enchanting table. We've got some animals there. So things are looking good for people who want to just, if we end up adding more people, which we may end up doing because it seems like a lot of people are no longer interested in playing, so we may end up removing some of the people who aren't playing anymore and add people who are more interested in playing. With that being said, let's head on back to our base here. And maybe we'll do a little bit of building here. I'm not sure. Do I want to just keep it a short and sweet? There's that. Let's just put this up here, because otherwise I'm just going to keep running back and forth and grabbing it every single time. What was I saying? Should we do some building? Should we call it just an episode at 10 minutes? We could just call it an episode at 10 minutes and then move on from there. And I could do a building episode next time. I guess we could do that. And then next time, I'll gather all the supplies I need and I'll finish up that column and then I'll start working on that column on camera just to sort of show off that process. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. In terms of the actual platform itself, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I really am unsure. It's hard to see, especially from down here. You don't see it at all until you really get further back, and I think it needs to be larger. I may end up just completely making this a flat surface here and then building something in the middle there that's a little bit more proportional to the size of the rest of the build. I'm not sure. It does add a little bit of something to look at, so maybe we'll leave that. We'll sort of destroy the top, that portion that we've got there, and work on building something a little bit better. The other thing I really like about this texture pack is you can see here the slabs and the cobblestone. That sort of transition here looks really cool to me. Over here it's a little bit plain. It's more defined because it's full blocks instead of having the half blocks there. But the transition here I think is a lot smoother, and then in terms of just the texture as well, I think it looks really good. And we've got 2 here and 1 there. That's an issue. That needs to be fixed. Why do we have 2 and 1? That needs to come over 1 more. We need to have another cobblestone block there. So little things like that will need to be worked out, but just a, I suppose, quick episode here. So until next time, we will be building next time. I'll see you next time.